Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Wednesday, July 7th, 2021. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief. This week is flying by. There's no need to slow the weekend down at all, so let's get right into it, shall we? The Anne Arundel County Police are looking for an older black male, bald head, no facial hair, last seen wearing all black clothing. He's wanted for vehicle theft and abduction. On Monday, just before 11 p.m., he stole a gray Honda minivan from the giant parking lot on Ritchie Highway in Glen Burnie with 5 children inside. The kids were ultimately found unharmed near the intersection of Ordnance Road and Route 10, but the minivan is still missing. Unfortunately, there's not a better description, and the police are asking anyone that may have seen anything or have any information to contact them. 410-222-6135. The Maryland State Police put out some shocking statistics recently. A vehicle is stolen in the U.S. every 45 seconds. And here in Maryland, it's one every 40 minutes. 74.5% of the stolen vehicles were passenger cars, and only 56% of them were ever recovered. The average time to strip a vehicle of all the valuable parts, 30 minutes. How to prevent it? Well, common sense. Lock your car. 60% of the stolen vehicles were unlocked. Park it in well-lit areas. Hide any valuables. Put them in your trunk or don't take them at all. Don't leave your keys inside, and that would be your regular keys or spare keys, and never leave the car running while unattended. Actually, that I believe is a ticketable offense, and the Annapolis Police Department was ticketing people for this one winter back in the Cohen administration. Be safe. Don't let your vehicle become a theft statistic. The trial of Jared Ramos has started up for the second week after the holiday and is expected to wrap up sometime next week. As before, read the Capitol because Lily Price and Alex Mann are just crushing the coverage. But today's clip notes from me. Yesterday, they examined the many lawsuits and appeals Ramos had made accusing the Capitol and at times a judge of conspiring to ruin his life. They also disclosed a letter to the editor saying that the newspaper had crippled his life and, quote, "Now I am going to cripple your company forever," unquote. Wow. His defense suggested that after all appeals were rejected in 2016 and there was no further recourse available to him, that planning the shooting was the only choice left in his mind. His attorney reiterated that Ramos feels what he did was not wrong and that it was justified. There are plenty of more details in the Capitol. Go read, go subscribe. And as we begin to wrap up, the Classic Theater of Maryland, which is formerly the Annapolis Shakespeare Company, is getting ready to open up their season this Thursday with Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream. But it's not on their stage in their new theater on West Street. This year, they are going to be producing some of their expanded offerings under the stars on the lawn of the Gresham Estate in London Town over in Edgewater. Lots of great change for the theater company, and we'll be talking with Sally Boyette, who's the executive director, sometime next week for a bonus pod. So you want to make sure you stay tuned for that. All right, that is it for the news today. But first, a quick thank you to the sponsor for today's daily news brief, Solar Energy Services up in Millersville, and to the Kristi Neidhardt Team of Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster company, and also to MacMedics. No need to make an appointment or wait in line at the Apple Store, ever. And remember, you can now catch the daily news brief in a streaming format on Annapolis.fm or at WAKIRadio.com. Hang tight. We have George Young from DCMD VA Weather standing by with your locally forecast weather report. And actually, last night we spoke with him about summer weather, and we'll have a bonus pod out soon for that as well. All of that's coming up, but right now, here's Rick Peters from Solar Energy Services.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. With all the talk of energy resilience in the news recently, I'm surprised there's not more talk about solar plus batteries, especially since 1/3 of all of our new residential solar projects include a battery backup system. that provides instant energy security and peace of mind. And with incentives in place for battery backup, this investment is now more affordable than ever. With financing rates as low as 0.99% and plans offering 18 months same as cash, it's now easier than ever to go solar with no money down. Financing creates an easy bill swap scenario where you replace your electric bill with a loan payment, allowing you to build equity in your own personal energy supply. Don't wait for your next power outage to act. Contact us today at 410-923-6090 or visit us at solarsaves.net to learn more about solar with battery backup. Don't wait another minute. Sunshine's wasted.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Tuesday, July 6th. Yesterday brought a return to heat and humidity after a pretty nice holiday weekend, and summertime conditions will remain in place for the foreseeable future. Look for plenty of sunshine today with humid temps in the 90s, followed by more of the same tomorrow with a slight chance of PM storms both days as heat index values each day jump up into the 95 to 105 degree range. As for Thursday and Friday, it'll be upper 80s to lower 90s both days with a likelihood of some rain each day, especially as the remnants of what is Tropical Storm Elsa moves by to the south and east of the region, bringing some breezy conditions as well, but nothing too severe should be associated with that storm. And it'll be more upper 80s to lower 90s for the weekend, with Saturday looking fairly dry, while a return of PM storms could be in the mix on Sunday. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DC MDVA Weather. Make it a great day out there. Stay healthy and be safe. And be sure to get our free app on all of your devices by searching DC MDVA Weather in the Apple or Google App Stores. And also be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter. And use our website each day by visiting DCMDVAweather.com so you can always stay weather informed.
Another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt of the Kristi Neidhardt Team from Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster company.
I've always loved being a realtor because to me, it's more than a job. It's something that gives me an incredible sense of helping others. And this year in particular, when so many people we've helped had to move rather than wanted to move, it gave me an even greater sense of purpose. Whatever the reason for someone's move, from a career relocation to simply needing to downsize, it has truly been super rewarding and a privilege to be able to assist our clients through all the steps of their journeys. Though it hasn't always been easy, we've learned new ways of navigating the home buying and selling process. So whether you need to say goodbye to your current home or are looking for a new house to start the next chapter of your life in, the Kristi Neidhardt Team is here to work with you and for you, because truly we are all in this together.
That's another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt. To get in touch, call 410-295-6579 or visit kn-team.com. That's kn-team.com.
Have you ever had to wait to get an appointment at the Apple Store? Skip the wait and the line at the mall by visiting MacMedics in Severna Park or Lanham, where appointments are not necessary. MacMedics is an Apple-authorized premium service provider. MacMedics services all Apple devices, including broken iPhone screens and batteries, and all without an appointment. Most iPhone repairs are complete the same day and usually within a few hours. MacMedics is also an Apple-authorized reseller and sell Apple products at the same price as the Apple Store. Visit MacMedics in Severna Park or Lanham for Apple-authorized sales and service and shop local. Don't wait for help. Call MacMedics at 410-757-MAX, which is 410-757-6227. It's 410-757-6227. Or visit them online at MacMedics.com. You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.